Nigel, how do you value that point?
Very much. We value it an awful lot when you play nearly 40 minutes with 10 men against a good side. I think people forget that Newport have been up there for the last 3, 4, 5 years and a very strong side. With pretty much the same side. New manager, Graham coming back here, so on every normal occasion it's going to be tough. We played some good stuff without carving them open. We found that difficult. But then having to play, 38, 40 minutes with 10 men to get a clean sheet out of that. Not got back-to-back defeats was important, and it keeps the unbeaten run going here at the one call.
What did you think to your side's performance in a bit more depth?
I thought we struggled early on. We made a mistake early on, which they nearly capitalised on. Christie made a good save, but when the long throws coming in from not just level with the penalty area, you're talking about 25, 30 yards out. I thought we dealt with them throughout the game well. And the shame was, I just thought after half time, we changed the shape after about half an hour, and then we got better, I thought, towards the end of the first half. And then for the first 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes before the sending off, I thought we were just getting into our rhythm and hitting our stride. Good passing, good movement, getting a couple of chances, and then you go down to 10 men and it's a different game.
Any complaints about the 2 yellows to James Perch?
I thought the first one was a little bit soft. It's difficult because I can understand why he's given the 2. I didn't think we got an awful lot go our way tonight in terms of, I thought there was a lot of fouls where they weren't particularly challenging in the air just to stop us heading it more than winning the ball, and I didn't think he recognised that. I think we gave one after about 27 minutes, the first one, and then we had the 2 yellows. The worst tackle by far was in the 95th minute, and that resulted in just a yellow card, the same as a trip or a shirt pull or something. It's always been a little bit of a bugbear that a dangerous challenge gets the same punishment as a little trip.
You're missing a few key players, as we know. Therefore, heading into this one, what deliberations did you make in terms of personnel in the starting 11 and the formation?
Difficult. We didn't have really wing backs tonight, or back 3, so that's why we started with the back 4. Kieran Wallace did really well for 45 minutes for us. He's not played for a long time, Hiram's not played for a long time, so people just coming back into the team. We changed it after about half an hour, and then we thought we'd get Jordan back in his normal sort of wing back role, and I thought we looked a bit more comfortable with that. I thought the football we played in the first half was good, but we were struggling to get through the middle of them. I thought George Maris was excellent, and we were nearly a couple of times without sort of carving them open. But at the start of the second half, I could see it coming.
That Wallace change at the break, what was that down to?
Well, he's not played, and he'd sort of played 10 or 15 minutes at wing back. It's not his position, so we just thought Jordan and another aerial power as well. Jordan does an important role for us, set plays. So that was it really. But to look after Kieran when he said breathing a little bit, but he felt okay. I think when he's been out a few weeks with a head injury, I thought it was enough 45 for him tonight. The same with Hiram, 65 minutes. He wasn't going to play any more than that. Will Swan comes on for a bit. He was shattered after Saturday. He's had the illness and he played 90 minutes. So it's sort of patching up here and there as we go. Can't wait till we get them all fit. Oatsy especially. We want Macca fit, we want Oatsy fit, we've got Quinny back from suspension, now we lose Perchy. So it's been like that for a few weeks now. It'd be nice to get to the situation when the games calm down a bit in November and we get everybody back on the pitch.
Apart from that spell which you mentioned, just shy of the hour, where Mansfield tempted to get purring, what prevented Stags overall, either side of that, from really hitting the strides which we've seen so far this season?
I think the opposition again, coming closing down, big and organised, and taking absolutely no chances back there. And then the threats, that Macca and people like that sort of pose when he's bombing on down the left-hand side. We missed that. It's been a very sort of fruitful avenue for us in creating chances and goals, and when he's not there, and with his mate Quinny as well, that left-hand side's been strong, and both of them missing tonight. So, but then you get Ollie Clark going back into the back 3 as he did tonight. He was outstanding when he went back there, and he's one of the reasons that we've got the clean sheet.
Was he the man who was head and shoulders?
No, I think George Maris got man of the match, and I thought on the ball, especially in the first half and just after half time, I thought George was excellent tonight. If anybody was going to create something, it was him. But him or Ollie. But there's a lot of good performances. When you've conceded 3 very poor goals on Saturday, not getting tight enough, not making contact, we did that all night tonight.
What was the best of the chances?
Of ours? I thought like George Lapsley had one just right on the stroke half time. He said it was spinning a bit, and I think it just had time to take a chance. And the form he's been in of late, you'd fancy him just to take a second and then put it in the bottom corner. Apart from that, it was things bobbing around and stuff. And then George Maris in the second half. That was the one. I think that was just before the sending off.
I think it was.
Yeah, and I thought that was once again the way George was playing. He didn't quite catch it, but I thought it was a great chance.
What players out there tonight weren't playing at 100%?
Where do you want to start? Well, Perchie's just come back from illness as the first one. Kieran Wallace just come back from a timeout. Who else? Anthony's just come back from his shoulder. Hiram's just come back from his whatever. So there's not too many who are, I would think, absolutely 100% at the moment.
Important to take the positives despite not hitting top form, you might say, and they are numerous. A clean sheet, unbeaten at home, that record continues, and you stop back-to-back defeats. All important points.
Without a doubt. And now we're going to, you lose that game 1-0 at home tonight. It's a bit like the Carlisle one a few weeks ago. And you go into the Saturday in a different frame of mind. We've stopped the back-to-back defeats and we look forward to Swindon.
Let's speak about Swindon, because this will be the opportunity to do so. What are your general thoughts heading into that one?
Lost in the playoffs, semi-finals last year. Still a very, very good team. Lost the manager, but I thought strengthened playing wise. I saw some stats where they lost at Stevenage the other week 2-0 and had 70% possession, and I think that tells you about what sort of side they are.
Sounds like you're having to do a bit of patchwork at the minute as manager.
Yeah, it has been for the last few weeks. I say we haven't had a settled side through illness and injury and whatever. I think we're just getting to the stage where everybody's not far away now. Oatsy, we've penciled him in for 4 weeks tonight for the Papa John's game. If we can get him back on the pitch, that will be a huge boost sooner rather than later. I don't know how many we've got league games between now and then. I think it might only be 3 or 4. So we're missing him for another 3 or 4, and then we'll get him back. He's our leading goal scorer, and he's the biggest threat that we have. And when you don't have him nights like tonight or Saturday and stuff, sometimes it shows. That's why we've done brilliant to be in the position. We're 4th in the league still, and I think we're in a great position considering we've been without him.
Thanks, Nigel.
Thank you.